USA, all nations, and 7.9 plus billions of humans, I hope we are all in the same page on this regard, that I am signing of the civil justice sign of closure for myself. It is because United States of American nation with fatal negligence created robocall poverty mandate and enforced poverty to disability to I, and enforced finance disability to I, and enforced finance debt to I. And that is the 3 counts of crime, that is deadliest crime United States of America provided with fatal negligence. Right? And so that is why I should get the civil justice right in front of entire human kingdom, right in front of total nation population, and all the nations will be aware why exactly United States of America is at fault, found guilty in all counts of crimes of Vatican, and also handcuffed, right? Handcuffed and mandated to be kneel down in front of all nations means I should get the civil justice. USA cannot be blindsided, right? Because it created damages to me. Can USA take away the scars that was created on my face? No, right? Okay, Pope Francis only created unemployment for me and career destruction for me because I displayed that scandal in Department of Justice. They assigned injustice for me. Workplace, they just laid me off because I displayed the scandal of Pope Francis as the only hell creator. When I went and begged for everybody, nobody helped me. And I should get the civil justice rightful way as in Holy Bible guidelines only. Don't you all think so? And all that robocall was created just to steal my rightful job. I should have been the Supreme Court judge of USA a long time back in October 2018 itself. I should have been the Supreme Court family law judge. I should have been the Supreme Court children law judge worldwide. Why? Who gave that authority for USA to even create damages to me? I'm not white skinned, my dear fellow mankind. Sorry, my skin is colored and black skin only. And I'm in that obese frame only, right? I'm not in that thin category, and I'm just average Jane. It's just me. This is what I am. And why on the earth United States of America mandated poverty for me? Why? What did I do? What did I do to the Pope Francis? Nothing, right? And why on the earth he has to create hell after hell after hell from me? And yes, I want United States of America to stand upside down and pay me the job offer, finance salary, finance aid, national benefits, and sign of job offer to me. I asked for. I should be the Vatican leader. I should be the Supreme Civil Court judge of USA and all nations. And I should be the Supreme Family Law judge for all nations. And I should be the Supreme Children Law judge for all nations. And I should be the Global Poverty Relief Medical Director Chief for all nations to lead the DCF, DOJ, Department of Justice, Department of Children Families, Department of Agriculture, Department Military, Department of Imports Exports, World Bank, United Nations Organization, Center for Disease Control, World Health Organization. And I should be the interim leader because I am the Native Indian tribe and a true owner of USA. When USA government does not get that part, I should get it, the civil justice rightful in front of all nations only. Who is going to teach USA nation that only Native Indian tribe have the highest impasse means highest eligibility to be the leader of USA? President Joe Biden don't know what is law and still is elected as a president. Does population of the USA have any common sense of what crime they are doing after all? And I'm still displaying, standing on the same ground, and I'm displaying only President Trump is innocent. That's always a holiest civil law process. And in that process, always the innocence alone will be displayed and civil justice will be signed off. Yes, President Trump created the havoc, disaster, a scar on my face. Can President Trump take away my scars? Can Republican GOP Mitch McConnell take away my scars? Can he? Or can Supreme Judge Brett Kavanaugh stole my job and also created scars on my face and created enforced finance disability, finance debt for me? Can Brett Kavanaugh take away my scars? Or at least can they create a new brain and give it to me? Please, my fellow mankind, just understand the crucial and very important civil justice sign-off I'm signing it for myself is a multitasking. Got it? Because I'm also displaying why exactly USA government has destroyed its pieces. And for that alone, USA have to pay me the salary. Yes, this little bit session went long because I emotionally broke down. You all got it, right? You all got it. Because when the injustice is created to the innocent, the emotional pain infliction, right? It is highest level in the earth, right? But then it should have been the doctors who have educated, right? The USA government. Are you laughing again? Yes, my dear fellow mankind, I'll also laugh with you, right? So, Dr. Fauci, Dr. Brinks have been there in the medical field forever, right? They are in the retired age only. So, that means in their entire career life, they have been in the medical field. So, what Dr. Fauci and Dr. Brinks could have done, you all tell me. They could have sat side by side with President Trump and could have said, President Trump, please don't create scars on this innocent lady, Vethapriya, right? How easiest President Trump could have got that education. Or when Dr. Fauci and Dr. Brinks could have sat side by side with Republican GOP leader Mitch McConnell and could have educated, right? Hey, this Republican government is only in the name of Republica, right? Even the Pledge of Allegiance of USA, America also says in the name of Republica, right? And on God alone we trust only, that says, right? So please, never bother to create poverty or never steal that rightful job that belongs rightful only to Vethapriya, because it will create lot of pain, right? Then at least Mitch McConnell would have understood. Or this Dr. Fauci and Dr. Brinks could have sat side by side with that Brett Kavanaugh, Supreme Judge, who stole that rightful job for me, just to steal that rightful job that belonged to me. Beyond stealing their job, they also enforced poverty to me. That is really crime, right? So at least that Brett Kavanaugh would have understood, oh, okay, I should not steal the rightful job and I should not have created poverty. So everywhere if you are seeing, it is the adult and the educated population who are the health creators, right? So Dr. Fauci created poverty for me and he got $1 million today or last week, a few days back. Right? Don't you all think when Dr. Fauci and Brinks created a hell out of this COVID-19 scandal, they got paid $1 million and never even bothered about how much of homeless and poverty population are dying every day with this scandal that they created? That shows how cunning the medical fields can be, isn't it? Now, I'm only educating the birth rights and the civil rights and the human rights and the public awareness, mental health, and only wisdom education, not today. Since 2014 spring, calculate how many years passed by. Just imagine if only USA paid me that salary, I would not be in this finance crisis, right? Even I'm searching and applying for the jobs with best of my ability. Why I should, you all tell me, I'm in the middle age, I'm in mid-40s, okay? I'm 46 years old. And I'm marching towards retirement. Do you all think that I should undergo this kind of a finance crisis at this point of time? Please tell me why USA government never educated President Trump cannot enforce poverty to me. Why? Why USA failed? Let it be. Let it be. Let USA government curse me to that, accuse me to that, or wish me dead. That's okay for me. Because I'm done with all kind of injustice being bombarded on me non-stop. And I have to slap the injustice and burn injustice in ashes. Don't you all think so? I should get the rightful benefits. I should get free housing. I should get free vehicle according to my choice. I can choose where I want to live, where I want to stay. It's my life. I just do not like when people interfere in my personal affairs and create hell after hell after hell after hell. And I do not want to ask for tit for tat for a civil justice. No. I want President Trump to live free and just watch me live with the scars. I want Brett Kavanaugh to live free. He should not be laid off. He should be in the justice services and must just watch me live with the scars. Right? When dollars and the fanatic love of power grabbing and the stealing of job, disability, diseased people are getting the jobs. They don't even know what jobs they have to do, and still they are getting the jobs and paid highest salary. Don't you all think I should get the rightful salary immediately? And nobody will dare to ask USA why they are going to provide me billions and trillions of dollars during that ongoing COVID-19 crisis. It's my choice. I will do whatever with the dollars with me. Whether I will eat with the dollars, whether I sleep with the dollars, whether I throw the dollars anywhere, whether I share it with my friends and strangers, it's my choice. Nobody can define how I have to live. I've been enough. I had enough of injustice thrown at me. It is not even a center of attention I'm asking about. I want civil justice, period. Because of this injustice, scars created, they stripped away my self-esteem. Tell me what will President Trump will do if his self-esteem is stripped off by enforcement? Or what will the Republican GOP leader Mitch McConnell will do if his self-esteem is stripped off? Are they humans? Why education failed humanity big time in United States of American nation? No more United States of American nation can be boastful and proud as telling that it is a nation. It got disqualified upfront to be a nation. Who is USA nation to create injustice to me? I never went and begged USA to create injustice to me. Even if I begged, USA nation do not have any birthright. And above all, my blood is boiling because I am a true owner of USA, my dear fellow mankind. When the USA nation don't know the rules and laws and enforcement of how Native Indian tribe alone has all the highest eligibility, then that is a live proof that the scandal of Vatican is displayed up front. Pope Francis should have sat next to President Trump and educated. Hey, President Trump, do not create poverty for Vethapriya, because Vethapriya is a true owner of USA. Vethapriya is a true native Indian tribe. So he failed, right? Pope Francis failed. Pope Francis failed in Pope's job. Pope Francis failed in Republica job. Pope Francis failed in absolute monarch, just jumped from heaven job. And Pope Francis failed in God of USA job. How many jobs he failed? And all along he'd been creating hell after hell, not only for me, my fellow mankind. He just does not destroy my life alone. Out of 7.9 plus billions of humans, one civilian life got destroyed means it is easy to track down and heal, provide a processing. But this deadliest criminal, deadliest sex offender, deadliest wild endangered species, Pope Francis, he destroyed 7.9 plus billions of humans, including Mitch McConnell's life, including President Trump's life, including Brett Kavanaugh's life, including President Joe Biden's life, including Vice President Kamala Harris' life. Who is going to pay the damages? I only can pay the damages for them. I only can provide healthy bailout for them. Yes, President Trump crucified me. Yes, President Brett Kavanaugh stole my rightful job and crucified me. And yes, Mitch McConnell crucified me. When I'm saying the Department of Justice of State of Wisconsin and I are in the same page, I'm not joking, my dear fellow mankind. They will be only shedding tears of shame right now. That is too much of a stress for them. Do you all know? Because they signed injustice on December 2019. I proved with all the proof that Pope Francis is a hell creator. They never listened. I said Department of Health Services will accuse me to death because I displayed their scandal up front, and they will only ask for a settlement out of court. Don't do that. I want $500 billion to be paid by Department of Health Services. Boom. Instead of providing civil justice to me, they created this havoc for 20 years. How many people, when they were already undergoing through emotional stress of various pain and agony in their own life, as if that pain is not enough for the population, just like that, this foolish and cunning, mean, brutal, insane, inhumane, educated, foolish, leprosy patients, prostitutes, Dr. Fauci prostitute, Dr. Brinks prostitute, destroyed everything. Are they humans? Are they humans? They should have stood up face to face to me, in front of me, and answered my question. So can you all see how even Department of Justice is a left out organization because the doctors only, they're the boss, all right? So how they became helpless mode, and how the Department of Justice is broken system. All the USA nation and all the nations wanted for what? The people to just enter into the DOJ system. That's all. Lifetime slavery. Don't you all think I should burn the Department of Justice organizations in ashes, and I create a law for myself, and I create my way, and I design how the earth should be, and I design how USA should work, and I design how India should work? Means, don't you all think I have all the rights and eligibility to do it because I'm displaying all the crime, live crime, right? I will only slap on the face of Pope Francis. I said, even if I chop the head of the Pope Francis, USA will never dare to ask me why. Never dare to ask me why. Rather, USA will be laughing out loudest because they are all nations are waiting for that moment only. That holy moment to celebrate Merry Christmas, for chopping the head of Pope Francis, chopping the head of Queen Elizabeth, chopping the head of all Islam leaders, chopping the head of Dalai Lama, chopping the head of yoga gurus. Worldwide, 7.9 plus billions of humans shedding tears. I can bet, and I'm absolutely positive, President Trump, even in his entire lifetime, would have shed tears of prayer and shed and ask God to send a guardian angel to help all the nations to be freed from the slavery of Roman Empire trap. Tell me, why that fatal negligence? Why? Why humanity destroyed? Why education failed humanity? If you are going to see all my sessions, you all will get it how I excellent way communicated to the USA government the true crime, the true criminal, isn't it? Absolute monarchs. And wait, watch and see, he will be thrown in ashes. Pope Francis, Queen Elizabeth II is going to get the disgraceful death after all. Are they humans? Oh my gosh. Even you can live with the wild animals, I would say. Right? That's a proof, right? You all have seen in at least one point of your lifetime, be it adults or younger generation, circus, how people are, being friends with lions and tigers and elephants and even snakes. Why? How? So that displays that even the wild endangered animals are also innocent. Purest love. When it is the humans who becomes abusive, they become the deadliest nuclear bombs. So it is Queen Elizabeth who created the nuclear weapon. Why USA never threw Queen Elizabeth in the volcano? Or why was it Roosevelt? There are two Roosevelts, I don't know. It was during that time only Pearl Harbor happened, right? In Hawaii only. That time itself, that is an innocent display that USA never knows that Hawaii is Tamil Nadu. Okay. Then, instead of throwing that nuclear weapon on Japan, where that nuclear bomb should have been thrown? You tell me, my dear fellow mankind. It can seem too harsh, right? Rude, right? Tell me where that nuclear bomb should have been thrown at the first place. On the head of Queen Elizabeth II, on the head of Pope Francis, on the head of all the Islam leaders, on the head of Dalai Lama, on the head of all yoga gurus, crafts. Isn't it? Isn't it? And who took the curse for the Pearl Harbor? Hitler, Germany Hitler. Who took the curse for Pearl Harbor? Germany leader Hitler. Who took the curse for Normandy, Dunkirk, D-Day, where younger generation, all young sons, anywhere between 18 to 20 years old, cried, must have shouted for help and died on the war front. France. The nuclear bomb should have been thrown on the head of France leader. Should have been thrown on the head of Sicily Archbishop. Why? Why USA punishing only innocent daily forever? Why? I said the white-skinned cops who are on the road every single day just to grab the colored or African Americans, innocent population, throw on the prison facilities are innocent. Same innocent level as President Trump. But President Joe Biden is not innocent. Can you all see how in my book of civil law I display the innocence up raw mode? In all my previous sessions as of now, it's all very less sessions only. But for this I have to provide a little bit of overview, and whenever I'm providing an overview, because of injustice bombarded on me, right? So I'm extra emotional after all. But then with God-given strength, I can manage my emotions, right? And I educated that a healthy human operation is only when a civilian can manage the emotions in a healthy way, right? And then also must have the healthy priority of the emotions management. Emotions can be very different levels, right? Because for example, I'm addressing to the audience. The audience are what? 7.9 plus billions of humans only I'm addressing. They're all my audience. I know, bottom line, I know the truth that everybody are my blood drops, regardless of skin color, regardless of ethnicity, regardless of nationality, regardless of whatever. That is why I want to give you all a fun task for work on who am I, because the Department of Justice teams of state of Wisconsin knows who am I. The Secretary of the State and the DHS leader and the IRS leader of state of Wisconsin knows who am I. I even asked them, begged them, hey, please can you provide a national TV interview for me, because I can explain this scandal in the rightful way, and I can get justice, and I can get the rightful finance aid, I can get the finance job. They never replied it to me. But even then I was still only educating to them. And for that labor, I even asked, okay, see, I'm displaying all the USA government errors, right? Please, can you pay any salary for that? That can help me to take care of my basic. No help. And the Department of Justice knows, and even the Secretary of the state of Wisconsin, and the DHS leader of state of Wisconsin, the tax leader of state of Wisconsin knows. I also asked for one more request to them. They know that. And I will tell it down the road as and when needed. And there's a clue. I already provided a clue. And I said, if at all USA wants to provide me, there is a long list of medals, right? Medal of Freedom, Medal of Honor, Medal of Bravery, Medal of Excellence in Education, Medal of Excellence in Teacher, Medal of Excellence in Counselor, Medal of Excellence in Friend, True Friend, Medal of Excellence in, Public Mental Health Service Provider, like that, right? And I said, if at all they want to provide me that Medal of Honor, just ask them the Medal of Honor to be provided to my parents. For me, I know who is my honor. That is a clue. That is all is a clue. And I have to communicate it that way only. And I communicated them, and they know who is my honor. That is enough for me, right? So that means the moment I'm going to get my job offer signed off by USA, right, for all the jobs, whoever is honored to me will be honored first. I'm providing this education itself as an honor to whoever is honored to me is getting the highest honor. So I know how to honor my fellow mankind accordingly. I know. So all these crimes are counted, isn't it? Like, have you all seen this civil justice, 100 counts of fatal negligence? That is how in civil justice, fatal negligence is one count. Then breach of duty is one count. Means imagine skyrocketing crime, isn't it? There are 50 states. At least one educated population, all fatal negligence, 50 times of fatal negligence, 50 times of breach of duty, 50 times of emotional distress creating means, can you all imagine that $100 billion is very cheapest for the damages done to the brain nerve cells? They cannot create new brain. They cannot create zillions of nerve cells for me. That is why vices will never bother to hurt fellow mankind. Means the vices always loves to be in a happiest mode, heaven mode only. Dancing, singing in love, hugging in love, kissing in love. Clean love, I'm talking about. Cleanest, healthy love language. That is how it should be. That is how each civilian should be living in every single day, celebrating the festival of love. But what Pope Francis did, you all tell me, my dear fellow mankind. I do not want any of you all to puke red tears in blood. Just hold it. That's more crime I have to display to you. Yes, I am emotional. I am extra emotional, and I'm breaking down whenever that I have to educate about that injustice bombarded on me, right? It is too much injustice for me. I'm average human, right? When humans, total 7.9 plus humans cannot see me as a human, I have to tell them, hey, 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 I am human, my dear fellow mankind, like that. Can you all see? Even on the basic foundation, everything got destroyed. Nobody knows what is human, what is the humanity, what is education, what is a man, what is a woman, what is children, what is poverty, what is death, what is live, what is clean heart. Nobody knows. I have to step in and educate every single basic foundation. And I've been educating since spring of 2014. And I finished, you all know, by the time spring of 2016 itself, I finished the entire task. So that means that itself is a proof that President Barack Obama and President Trump was in total shock. Both of them, they never knew that I will finish the task so fast. Right? It was only allocated, okay, they were telling because of all the scandal that's going on, USA nation wanted to know who on the earth is creating poverty for mankind. And they want to just burn that root cause in ashes. And they were not able to figure it out. 500 years passed, right? Nobody can figure it out. So it was USA government who begged. Are there any civilians? Can they step in and fully committed? Can they work on this very, very complex project and display who created poverty? Means it was a team effort. Total strangers. Even today, I don't know anybody. I don't know President Trump. I don't know Barack Obama. I don't know anybody. I don't know President Joe Biden. But I am all addressing them as my own family members, how I will talk to my own parents and siblings. I already said that is how comfort zone I have. And I am using only ethical, human standards way of talking. So Pope Francis, he destroyed everything, my dear fellow mankind. You all will puke more tears of blood as puking alone. When you are going to see how much of crime this deadliest, wild, endangered species Pope Francis has done to the humanity. How many people are thinking in the married status they are in a healthy status when it is not? They are living in a prostitution. Because the moment man and a woman gets married to the wrong humans, tell me that is a prostitution, isn't it? And he enforced that. Pope Francis enforced that to the civilians without any awareness. Without any awareness, only people were fallen in trap. And damages and financial compensations never paid. Why? Pope Francis wants to save himself. Queen Elizabeth II wants to save herself. And that is why they created the criminal law. And don't you all think that criminal law should stand upside down and pay me $1 billion and direct deposit to my bank account, and then criminal law will be in the disciplined mode, will know how criminal law should never be in the nations and will be dissolved immediately and burnt in ashes? Because those are the ones that is destroying the national operations. If only the criminal law never in USA, I'm absolutely positive I would have got help from any finance services or any government. And civil law is just a dummy piece. It's just a puppet. Whatever the civil law is going to say for the rightful wisdom is, the criminal justice is going to just overwrite it. And who created this kind of a scam? Pope Francis. Why on the earth United States of America lost its mind and allowed the deadliest wild endangered species Pope Francis to live free? Why? Can you all imagine? Even the educated population are the ones who got fooled in the first place, and not educated population are innocent always, and There are 95% not educated population, and they are going to get medical composition as well. Their life has been destroyed. They're talented. Each civilian is talented on their own standards, and every talent got wasted by purpose because Pope Francis mandated that. And why infinite times United States of America lost its mind and allowed the deadliest wild endangered species to live free in the palace, and that was tax-free. And he got the whole landmass of Vatican for his own. Do you all know? When I was working on that poverty-free earth, I already repeated, I'll repeat it one more time. I educated, that was during President Trump. It was just transition from President Obama admin to the President Trump admin. Even then I educated. Take USA government, take uranium-236 in the drone, directly go to Italy, and just have the drone and the uranium-236 on the top of the St. Peter's Basilica. And before doing that, evacuate all the innocent population in the Italy and the Sicily and that old landmass. Just evacuate and create a safest hiding place for them with a firewall. Then drop that nuclear bomb on the top of it and let President Trump get the honor of it. I educated them. See, today when I'm saying when I chop the head of Pope Francis, nobody will dare to ask, means I know, because everybody knows he is the true criminal and nobody knows how to take him down. And I just nailed on the forehead of Pope Francis, right? Oh yeah, I can accuse. I only in earth, I am only eligible to be offended, and I only eligible to accuse anybody in this earth. I already educated. That means I can accuse Pope Francis whatever that comes out of my mouth. But you all are in absolutely awe of how I am an excellent teacher, educating that. Yes, I can accuse, but see how I'm displaying my healthy anger in a healthy human ways, right? Where I already said, I'm not ashamed, my dear fellow mankind, when 7.9 plus billions of humans are worshipping Pope Francis alone as God. I accused him in front of all the nations when I was working in that poverty-free earth. Because once when we're analyzing and you're identifying who is the true criminal, the blood will start boiling, right? They were all blacklisted in my analysis. That means in spring 2014 only I started to work, right? So I was cracking down puzzle after puzzle after puzzle. So one side I quarantined these absolute monarchs already. And then I was, they are in the blacklist. But then I have to get that proof, isn't it? Just like that, I cannot say Pope Francis like that. And people will not buy it. People will not take it. But then I was looking for the real true crossness. Oh my gosh. Oh, it was like in the Holy Bible, it is written that Pope Francis only is the Antichrist in a Morse code way. Boom. That moment, not only me, all the nations knew he is a true criminal. That is why even today, unfortunately, that Facebook disabled me, right? So they all know that I should get that Supreme Court judge, and Facebook and FBI, all of them knows that USA have to pay me that salary. I already said, because of my education only, it is Facebook for the first time. I think Facebook and Google and Microsoft, they all created that online education and created jobs, right? Like how if you're going to post healthy posting, you will get paid. Like that, those three, I don't know about Google or Microsoft, but I'm absolutely positive Facebook came up with that kind of a wisdom education because I only provided that education. And what is the life proof? When I was starting to post, there were like zillions of non-profit organizations, right? They would pop up Immediately when I post, they will pop up because they all know my wisdom education. Everybody wanted to get that, the shares, they said, stocks and shares, because I was creating richness for Facebook and Google software world. So everybody need, including the JP Morgan Chase, including Amazon, including Warren Buffett, they all knew. Even Bill Gates, everybody knew that right in front of the eyes there's $1 trillion excellent project design. It's in my brain. They cannot buy me. They knew that they cannot buy me, like how Warren Buffett and software, they usually go and buy out this, when they figure out an excellent design, they just go buy it, but they could never buy me out. But because it's a patented design is inside my brain, and I provide the design solutions on the fly, right? That means it is only God's Holy Spirit that gives me that wisdom to talk. Even now I'm talking that way only, right? So that salary spent it was only for volunteer project I started to work. But then, I started to work on volunteer project, and the USA government paid the fundings, billions and $1 trillion for Amazon, Google, Microsoft, Facebook. Then they should have paid me also, right? Don't you all think? And I am just only one woman, and they all are men club. They all were shocked. Because they all knew, they all feared that I am going to take away their job. And it's not that. I finished their job, that's all. I finished Google's job, I finished Microsoft's job, I finished Apple's job, I finished Facebook's job, I finished JP Morgan, I finished everybody's job. Means so faster than a robot, faster than any supercomputer, faster than any microprocessor. So from spring 2016 up until spring 2019, I realized I cleaned the entire planet like a housekeeping person, right? I became a mailman, I became a postman, I became a construction worker, I became a housekeeping person. Everybody feared they will lose their job to me, including construction workers, everybody's skyscraper. I finished everybody's job just by my wisdom education alone. From spring of 2016 up until spring of 2019, nobody knew. Nobody knew. Even I never knew. I will crack down more truths that will shatter me in pieces. And that is how I even came to know I am the true owner of USA, my dear fellow mankind. I never knew USA is Tamil Nadu. So can you see how God's labor is known only to God, right? So when nobody bothered to work on the poverty-free earth because it's a stinking project, right? Everybody will just back off. You all know how the sewage and how the toilet will stink. That is how the stink is the word poverty, because the complexity is so severe. Nobody could figure out who is creating that never-ending loop of poverty. Impossible task. So people were just backing off. So when people were backing off, USA got more panic mode, right? So they wanted some help. So they just provided asking for help, and I stepped in. So can you all see how God chose me to work on that project, and I never knew what I will get into, right? I never knew when I was started to work on 2014, spring 2014, I never knew 2020 that COVID-19 scam will be provided by medical services who are the poverty creator. I see when I was analyzing, finally I came that, doctors are the poverty creators. Then it is after that only I came to decode more truths, and who were blacklisted on my list during my analysis process, they all displayed the true criminals. Got it? So it is a God's labor. So from spring of 2016 And spring of 2019, I decoded more truths, my dear fellow mankind. And during that time frame only, I came to know USA is Tamil Nadu, and I own Tamil Nadu, and I own USA and all nations worldwide. And it created a lot of emotional disturbances for me, right? It's the same. If let's say if you all worked on the project, and if you all came to know that you all the true owners of all nations and USA, even your blood would have been boiled, right? Or boiling, right? So tell me, injustice after injustice after injustice after injustice. It was during that October 2018, September 2018 only, I cracked down more truths, right? That Italy Borsa tax is a tax cap. And I said nobody should pay tax. And that's when they were looking for the Supreme Court job opening, because the person died or retired or whatever. So then you all know all the other scam that's going on, right? Humanity got destroyed. Even if Pope Francis, even if Queen Elizabeth would have forced Mitch McConnell to create that hell for me, Mitch McConnell should not have done that, isn't it? Right? Don't you all think so? Or Brett Kavanaugh should not have done that. I tracked it down. The robocall came from Washington, D.C. Justice Operation, and I think Brett Kavanaugh was judge around that area only. I cracked down the puzzle just like that, because I just could not tolerate that $4,500 was taken away in an injustice way. They crucified me. Who are they to crucify me? Tell me, who are they? And if my peers are mocking or laughing at that $4,500 is the very cheapest dollar, and $10,210.38 is the cheapest debt. Sorry, my dear fellow mankind. Even if I get $100 billion or $1 trillion or $100 trillion from USA, for me $4,500 is the biggest amount. It's okay if my peers mock at me. That's okay. This is me. This is I am. I already said I'm a person who cannot lose anything. I will not lose anything. Whatever belongs to me, it will be protected forever. Whatever rightful belongs to me will be protected forever. Cleanest love will be showered. But then, when people backstab me, my brain goes into shock mode. For me, it is like people have to sit and educate me why they want to, what is the scope and objective for them to backstab me. Then my brain can process. But if people are laughing in front of me and then just backstabbing me, my brain will go in a shock mode. This is my brain. This is how my brain operates. That is why nobody can define how every civilian can live, because everybody's brain processing is different. It's okay, 7.9 plus billions of humans' brains are different. Then, when there is a if and a but, it is not, people will not like it because it's going to come as a conditional. But when I'm saying a sentence and then means, it can be for good, right? It can be for good or it can be for bad, but mostly it can be good for also. Okay, 7.9 plus billions of human brains are different, humans are different. Then God created husband and God created wife, or one. It's a trinity. They are the display of true God. They are the display of the true caregivers. They are the display of how a two different heart, a two different brain transition to be one in true love. That is how God created the holy marriage law. That is the simplest way of living. That is how each household can live peacefully. Out of all the love, the in-laws love is the highest and supreme love. Supreme love. But in reality, it's not happening. How many in-laws abuse provided in different versions worldwide? Why? There should never be any stepdads, there should never be any stepmoms, stepchildren. So who created all this disaster? Pope Francis. And for me, in a stylish way, I like to be stylish. Okay, you all can go mock me. Oh, this lady is obese. Oh, this lady is colored skin. Oh, this lady is black color skin. And oh, this lady is average Jane only. And see, she's boasting that she loves to be stylish. Yes, I love to be stylish. It's okay if you'll mock me. I like to wear nice sunglasses and drive convertible car, a sports car or a Benz car, like that. I know you all are laughing. Oh, this lady is pauper now, and how on the earth she's telling all this, right? This is me, my dear fellow mankind. It is my understanding I have a good dress sense. That is my understanding. So probably if I'm going to dress the way I look, my peers might hate it. I say this is me. Deal with it, handle with it. If it's annoying, I don't know. Right? Nobody can define nobody because everybody has, it's their life. It's my life. And when it is my life, who on the earth gave even authority to Mitch McConnell to create poverty to me and President Trump to, I did nothing to these US estates, right? You all might be wondering, oh, this lady is telling she cannot talk, she is very reserved. Yes, that is my true self. Yes, my dear fellow mankind. Just like that, I cannot talk to the people. It will take a long time for me to talk. But once when I talk, it will be blindest faith, blinded trust, blindest belief, cleanest love, showering too much of love in cleanest love language. And I get true anger. I'm not ashamed to say that either. Sorry. I am a true woman. As a true woman should get true anger. And I get true anger. I know to provide healthy anger management solutions as well. I am an excellent conflict solution provider as well. I'm an excellent reconcile service provider. Meaning when I don't even have to ask forgive, I can go ask forgive voluntarily. I can hug a backstabber. Only thing is I do not like foolish. I'll slap on the face of the foolish. I'll stand on my ground and I'll educate with whatever tolerance level I have, extra patience level I have, extra threshold level I have. I'll educate the foolish to be wisest, always. At the cost of being hated. Right? At the cost of being hated. Yes, my dear fellow mankind, I know the truth of the misery of ecosystem process. I cracked that down. I do not have any question in the human life cycle. You ask me, I will explain to you. You ask me anything you want, I can explain to you. But then, right now I am providing the education, so I do not have that time. Right? So always the patterns of how injustice is bombarded to me, if you're going to see, people have, took my innocent clean heart only as granted. Because it's always easy to hurt an innocent heart, clean heart, right? And people knows that I am extra empath. So it all gives a pathway for the abusive patients to create hurt to me. How long can I take those injustice, isn't it? Half of my life gone. I want to live. I want to live, and I want to live in a peaceful life. I don't know when I will die, right? Nobody knows when people will die. Any second, any moment, any time. I always want to be with the people around me, laughing out loudest, playing healthy family games, board games, cook nice food, share that cooked food to the loved ones, crack up some jokes and laugh for nothing mode, laugh at loudest mode, remember? Or if you all might be in that situation, right? Gathered in the family or a friend's reunion and just laugh out for nothing, silly laughing, meaning, right? I like to be that way only. But sadly, it is that educated population created all kind of hell to me. So, give me one reason why I should die. Don't y'all think that I have to live in front of them? Right? Don't y'all think I have to live in front of them and that way God's name alone be glorified? And when people are mocking at my scars on my face, I always pass by with a smile when people mock me or bully me, right? Or insult me in any way, right? But then, now even if they are going to mock me, that's nothing going to happen to me. I'll still laugh, I'll still live, I'll still sing, I'll still eat, I'll still live. What can they do? If they want to hurt, it's their problem. Right? If my peers want to hurt me, it is their choice. It's not my choice. I'll say, okay, go ahead. Yes, this is what scars I have on my face. Go ahead, mark me. If that's what gives you the pleasure, I give that to you. So I am the strongest always. I am the toughest always. Right? Because as a true civil lawyer, I know mocking is a disease, leprosy disease. I know bullying is a leprosy disease. Right? So I know how to handle the foolish people. When my tolerance is gone, right? That is the enough is enough mode for me, for my brain processing. I will just back off abruptly. I already educated that. I'll just back off abruptly, just like that. So it is always better for people not to, put me on that edge. Until that edge, I'll provide extra mile patience, extra mile tolerance. Even if people spit on my face, I will take that also. That means I'm very down-to-earth person only, right? So, but then when there is that enough is enough more, I just back off. And that too for healthy wellness process only, right? Because I do not want my brain to be tortured anymore, because that is pushing a person to the edge, right? Now tell me, when I'm signing this civil justice sign-off, when entire human and population and nations are witnessing, they are witnessing what? Okay, they are witnessing me in a raw mode. Oh, this is what Vethapriya is? Okay. They are getting me. They are getting to be educated about me, as in me. Right? Meaning, I am this way only. If you're going to hate me, hate me. If you're going to like me, like me. If you're going to love me, love me. I have my own standards. I have my own discipline processing. And I'm just toughest when it comes to the discipline process. I'll have only cane in my hand and I'll slap on the face of fools. This is me. If you're going to hate me about that, that's okay. And I will say correct is correct, wrong is wrong. I'll stand on my ground. So people are getting educated about me, one side. And people are also witnessing, oh my gosh, is it the Pope, the God of USA, the all hell creator, the poverty creator? Boom. Then, oh, how long this United States of America being fooled by Pope Francis? They're getting the 3 levels of education. Then 4th level of education, they are seeing who are real innocent. President Trump is innocent. President Joe Biden is less innocent. Right? like that. So it is a multitasking. You all might be wondering, am I so selfish to ask why she is so selfish doing the civil justice for herself? Means I am the victims of abuse in this robocall mandate. When they are going to provide the discipline to me, entire victims of abuse population lost their hard-earned money in their robocall or phishing or cyber attack, a data breach. They also will get the same discipline processing, but I have to step in and provide healthy processing, isn't it? That is why I am providing this in the fastest way possible. Yes, I should get back to the workforce, and that will create a lot of good diversion for me. Because for my brain, you always analyzing mode, always cracking down puzzle mode, always working on the task mode. It will be an excellent almost zero error only will be there in my completed task. And the proof is poverty free at the end of the year, volunteer project. Worldwide they were shocked how on this earth one lady able to finish this task. It was a team effort only. When I'm saying team effort, there were lots of volunteers working side by side with me. And I was only educating, and all of them were silently listening, and they were doing their task, and they were doing whatever task I assigned to them. I was running 193 nations. This is enough proof that I am an excellent leader. With that filthiest tool only, Facebook tool only, you all know how much a small tool it is after all. And I have to type in, it's all on the fly only. I never prepare it like that. Probably, here and there. But then, it's always on the fly. When I crack down one puzzle, all the nations will know that puzzle unlocked. It's the same combined studies mode. Do you all know what is combined study? Because in a group of friends, one friend will be, a good teacher. Even if it's a complex theory or a theorem or here and there, he or she will be in a position to explain it in a simplest way to the fellow friends. So they will decide, okay, the exams, the semester is going to come, why can't we have a combined studies? And then they will provide that. They will study together. It's a knowledge sharing, right? And they will help each other out and to help them pass that semester exams. Same way, I was educated, and 193 national governments got educated same time. When Facebook got educated, Microsoft educated. When Microsoft got educated, Google got educated. When Google got educated, Apple got educated. When Apple got educated, JP Morgan Chase got educated. When JP Morgan Chase got educated, Walmart got educated. Everybody. That is how even the government professionals, they all were rushing through that Facebook thing because of my education. Because it was a one-stop store kind of, They all knew, okay, if they are going to be in the classroom in front of me and I am going to be the teacher for everybody, they all became my students after all. Apple became my student, Google became my student, and Microsoft became Facebook. Government leaders, national leaders, entire population, entire male population, entire female population, media, entertainment, education, everybody became my children, my students after all. Right? And Medal of Excellence Teacher Award can also be provided by USA to me. And nobody will ask why. You name all the medals, I only have to get it. You name all the military badges, the award, I only have to get it. Be it Army, be it Navy, be it Marine, be it Navy, says I only have to get it. Because I am the only one excellent military person in the whole entire human kingdom, and entire military population fallen down in knees before me, shedding tears of shame of how they have been abused in the military abuse provided by Pope Francis, without any awareness. And yes, this overview went 1 hour and 4 minutes. And you all are laughing. Yes, my dear fellow mankind, when I have to talk about the overview, it goes, right? But then, you all, when I'm going to read this civil justice sign up, you all will know why this overview is given up front. Okay. In one sentence I will finish it, okay? I mean, one sentence I will, for whatever I explained in 1 hour and 4 with an overview in a user-friendly way, I will just provide it in one sentence with best of my ability. Tell me if Christian schools are healthy, if private Christian schools are healthy, if orphanages are healthy, if public schools are healthy, if charter schools are healthy, if military schools are healthy, if homeschooling are healthy, if Montessori schools are healthy. Why on the earth, United States of America, in 50 states, district by district, region by region, town by town, village by village, municipality by municipality, have African colored skin only schools? You all work on that answer. You all got it, right? Don't you all want to chop the head of Pope Francis? I know. I do not want you all to do that task. I've already done that task. It's my job. I already said the death penalty should be provided by United States of government only because I want that honor to be provided to the USA, because it is USA only asked me to work on poverty-free earth. So when I was working in the Facebook too, Facebook, FBI, security teams, national intelligence, they all knew what task I was working on. It's a team effort. So I want to give that honor only to USA. India can say, can India chop the Pope Francis? No, I'll say, hold on. China can say, oh, see, China, we want to chop the Pope Francis head. I'll say, hold on. London Prime Minister Boris Johnson can say, see, we want to chop the Pope Francis head right now. I'll say, hold on. Right? Germany leader, that lady, right, which starts with Merkel or whatever, I don't know her name correctly. She can say she wants to chop the head of Pope Francis. I'll say, hold on. Right? Because the crime is skyrocketing. The crime is skyrocketing. Now tell me, if this civil justice is being broadcasted worldwide and people are watching means, do you all know on that spot Pope Francis' head will be chopped by USA government? Why? He should have sat side by side with the educational leader of USA government and should have said, hey, there should not be discrimination on the education services. Why? He is a religion guru. He is a religion guide. He is a religion leader. He wears cross. He wears burqa. He wears different caps, Cap 1, Cap 2, Cap 3, all crime only. Watch and see. And he is also, God of USA. And he is also perfect man. Holy. Jumped from heaven to be a God. Like that. So he should have, first task for him should have been sat next to that education leader of USA and should have said, just shut down all the African only schools. Shut down all the white only schools. He never did that. Today, the Roman province Jesuits organization going to pay me cheapest tax-free $100 billion direct deposit to my bank account. That's how stylish am I, right? You all must be wondering, oh, this lady is indeed stylish, right? We have to nail the crime on the forehead and just burn it in ashes. Burn it in ashes. Burn it in ashes. How many long list of education facilities? Can you all see? Education is a birthright. Education is a birthright. A nation should provide a free education only to the civilians. I educated that. Germany, France, everybody saluted me for that, including United States of America. And that is how when I slapped, I slapped on the face of President Barack Obama, who is a lawyer. I don't know whether he's a criminal lawyer or civil lawyer. I don't even want to know. He's a lawyer. Right? I slapped on this face, left and right. He sat and wrote a reform for the community technical colleges to be affordable to free. Means 2 years free community technical colleges, means how many neighborhood children got educated with the free education. When Pope Francis mandated the scan, one side I have to chop Pope Francis' head in front of all nations, and I have to even mandate the national foolish leaders to, hey, do this task now. Work on the other task later. That is how I was providing excellent governance, meaning all the national leaders were working on the task which I provided, because they knew I am an excellent leader. Excellent Supreme Judge means President Barack Obama knows that I am Supreme Judge, excellent Supreme Judge. He is the first president in the entire president list to step in the federal prison. And even I think Montana-Bobe or whatever, I am not good in long spelling, right? I don't know that Montana-Bobe or wherever that island prison, some federal prison, he shut it down. I think it's still working, it's still in the working process or not, because that's the admin got transitioned to the President Trump admin. Got it? So even President Trump was also in the same page with President Obama on that end. Want to shut down that prison part. Got it? How Republican admin and Democrat admin were just listening only to me, nobody else. India was listening only to me, nobody else. Germany, France, you name any nation. So today, when I chop the Pope Francis' head in front of all nations, nobody will dare to ask anything of that question to me. Right? Because he destroyed the education system. One side Roman Catholic education, one side Christian schools, all crap, garbage. Why nobody stood up and said there should never be any skin color based school only? How much of emotional trauma those innocent young children should have to undergo through just because their color is different, skin color is different. Tell me, my dear fellow mankind. Even expressing love with a different color skin, also discrimination is mandated. Who did that crap? Who did that crap? Pope Francis. Pope Francis. So, this from this session onwards, this is the overview. Then I'll be reading fast as the civil justice, right? So you all will know why my civil justice sign-off is so important, very crucial, why all nations should fix this and provide me the rightful finance aid and salary and job offer means. I'm not joking. At least out of 7.9 plus billions, I am the only one true woman who's standing up tallest as a rock and educating and slapping on the face of USA government, Republican government and Democrat government saying, hey, there should not be any skin color based only schools. But they're having. Now tell me, who is innocent in your eyesight? Is it President Trump or is it President Joe Biden? Let's be very transparent in talking, right? You all say who is innocent. But then there will be a contradiction or some kind of indifference means people having blindest eyes cannot understand my wisdom. You all might be mocking me. Why on the earth this lady is only saying President Trump is innocent and President Joe Biden is not innocent? Means only vices will know. And I have to leave it as this mode. Because if the foolish people, they're going to keep on heckle me or going to provide the disturbances like that, I do not have the time. I have to provide the crime because I have to get the justice, I have to get the finance aid, I have to get the salary, I have to get the job, I have to get back to the workforce, I have to start living, right? I'm asking whatever that is rightful belongs to me. They stole it from me. Whatever rightful belongs to me, they stole it from me, my dear fellow mankind. And that is hurting me a lot. I don't know about my peers. It's hurting me a lot. It's hurting me a lot. And I'm a person who cannot lose anything that rightful belongs to me. It will be always protected forever. Meaning only after my death can anybody, do anything. Like that, I'll be the protector. I'll be the firewall for them. I will stand in front of them and talk. So for me, yes, it will take long time to talk, but once when I talk, I talk. It will be the blindest, cleanest love only displayed to the people. Blindest faith, loyalty, integrity, isn't it? I will never let anybody to be left out in my wisdom education. How many pain and agony can I handle? There are so many pain and agony I am handling it in a different ways. At least if one pain and agony gets solved, that would reduce my little bit of stress, right? Why that humanity destroyed? Pope Francis destroyed. Now tell me, as of today, as of this moment, be it all that there are 10 states where Jesuits organizations are there. In those states, I don't know about the state of Wisconsin. Yeah. But I know that Janesville was the one hot spot long time back in the 18th century to provide the deadliest discrimination for the skin color. Only white people, alcohol pub, only white people, clothing center, only people like that. If colored people are, they'll be killed. So they are in evolved process or evolving process is my understanding, that is all. But when looking at all this crime, we all know it's existing everywhere. State of Wisconsin can say they are free state, but they are slave only. Pope provided the slavery to them. Now you all could trace why the state of Maryland, the public schools, took away the Merry Christmas holiday. They banned it. And now we all can trace why state of Michigan provided the devil worshipping statue next to the nativity thing. It's all because of the crime provided by Pope Francis. People could not tolerate it. People worldwide could not tolerate it. So state of Wisconsin, state of New York, state of Illinois, state of Michigan, state of New England, state of Maryland, state of Missouri, state of Louisiana. Are you seeing any patterns? You all must be seeing the patterns. Okay. Then state of California, state of Oregon, having colored skin only schools. White skin population cannot be there. And white only schools. Black skin, colored skin cannot be there. So that means even if there is a true love beyond that skin color, they cannot express that love. They'll be killed. They'll be killed. Right in USA, right in the nose of that, front of the nose of the USA government only, that law was also passed in all the 50 states. Long time back in 18th, 17th century, white skin Europeans cannot love an African or a black skin or a colored skin They'll be killed. Even beyond that prosecution, love is always love, right? True love is always true love, my dear fellow mankind. At the cost of death, people fell in love, but they ended up dying. That's all. Right here in USA. What did Harvard Law School do? Nothing. What did Harvard Medical School do? Nothing. What did Criminal Justice Agency of USA did? Nothing. What did Civil Law Agency of USA did? Nothing. What did presidents did? Nothing. What did senates did? Nothing. What did GOP did? Nothing. What did, how many lawmakers? Are you laughing? Laugh at loudest. Okay. How many GOP? Nobody did anything. Okay. How many House of Representatives? Nobody. And I think it is 117th House of members, House of Representatives. That many population in House of Representatives in past 5 years went. So nobody helped. Are you laughing at loudest? Oh, this lady is so super wisest and displaying the crime of USA broken nation in simplest way. You all tell me. And out of all these people, don't you all think the white-skinned Republica, the late pastor of USA, Billy Graham, is the deadliest sex offender and a deadliest prostitute after all? Don't you all think so? And President Trump is innocent. When I'm weighing in on the justice weighing scale, President Trump is looking only innocent to in my book of civil law. Versus Billy Graham his crime of prostitution itself is increasing when I'm displaying all this crime. He should have lifted the Holy Bible, ran immediately to the education leader of USA, right? And sat next by to that education leader and said, hey, no. This is absolutely wrong because God who created all humans from the dust. He failed. Fatal negligence. Fatal negligence. When he died, he got the honorable death. Right? To fool the entire human. He got the honorable death. He got the honorable death. Why humanity failed. You all got it now, why humanity failed, isn't it? That itself is a civil justice served. That's all. So you all getting it, why people were only laying me off just because I'm saying Pope Francis is the hell creator, fix it. Because they all, out of survival mode, they're laying me off. Nothing more. Versus, in the workplace, how many people are living in unhealthy ways and they are getting their jobs, they are getting the salary. Right? You're all seeing Dr. Fauci got $1 million. Just for creating COVID-19 scandal in a successful way, he got $1 million paid for that. What is President Joe Biden going to say about that? Tell me, my dear fellow mankind. I'm absolutely positive President Trump must be laughing out loudest. When Dr. Fauci got $1 million as a salary, it should be the President Trump that must be laughing out loudest, in his heart at least. If not, cannot say it out loud, must be laughing out loudest only in his heart. At least President Trump was displaying that Dr. Fauci and Dr. Brinks, and there was a little bit of friction, conflict of interest. He displayed it up front. And he has to deal with it and handle with it because these doctors will be for every different, any different administration, they'll be there. So he has to handle with it. No other go. But then what did President Joe Biden do? Tell me. He's a lawyer, right? He gave a new job for Dr. Fauci. Do you all know that? Dr. Brinks, at least at the last minute, 11th hour, maybe one nerve of the conscience nerve, maybe should have worked, I think. So, she is already in the resigning mode. I don't know, People will always be in the survival mode. They want to be in the job. So even though she is saying that she wants to resign, I don't know, USA would not have done that. But then I'm displaying the live criminals. Who are the live criminals? See, they are wearing the coat, they are wearing the tie, neatly dressed, right? So it is very easy to fool the people. You all know now who should be in the jail and who should not be in the jail. Right? Got it? Can you all see how the white-skinned cops of all the states of United States of America are innocent after all? Because they don't know their job. They don't know cop is a holiest job. Military population, they don't know what they are for. They got slaughtered with the military abuse. I have to step in and educate. Military services organization is only to be used for whenever the national disaster hits the nation, right, or worldwide. Then only the military operations step in and provide that voluntary services. That's all the tasks to be provided for the military. President Trump got slapped on his face first time with the truth. Right? That is the truth. I explained the truth. He got panicked. He got really shivering of that truth being revealed to President Trump. Why? Entire Pentagon services wrong. Entire military war equipment created wrong. Entire National Rifle Association wrong. And entire National Rifle Association leader was given a job by the President Trump admin. I slapped on the face of President Trump. Shocked. Panic mode. Because the truth is so raw, nobody can hide. And they sense how wisest I am. It's only because of the God-given wisdom. Holy, holy wisdom. Right? Cleanest hearted only can display the truth, the raw truth as a mode. President Trump got shocked. Panic. Why? President George W. Bush started the Gulf War in Iraq. He has to deal with that garbage. Then President George W. Bush Jr. with his insane, foolish, leprosy-infected disease. He's a prostitute, isn't it? He's the highest level of prostitute, after all. He created Afghanistan war. He created Iran deal. And President Trump has to deal with those garbages as well. And I'm displaying upfront all the military abuse is wrong. Do you all know that President Obama, John Kerry, Hillary Clinton, they listened to my wisdom education, but I was in the highest level of analysis mode only. Then I said, no, I made a mistake. I even accepted my mistake and said that too. Why? In that complex analysis mode, I was working on why on the earth there is 700 years of Roman Catholic and Persian, Iran and Afghanistan war, deadliest war, deadliest bloodshed war, never untold to the population. For me, I want to find a root cause for poverty. So I was working on those. And with my analysis, I was working on why World War II, why Hitler created that. And I just could not figure out what the swastika is all about. I was working on why then NASA is creating that kind of a hell. Everything is an analysis mode only. So with that analysis mode, with whatever wisdom education I was providing, this is Iran and Afghanistan means what? Asia. Roman Empire means what? You all know where is Roman Empire? Italy. Pope Francis. So that is how he was in my blacklisted mode, always. Early analysis mode. Then USA got educated, right? Remember, I was educating about the ISIS, ISIL, and how they provided the thing, and that's how they came up with the Iran deal. Meaning, they said, hey, Iran, just listen to USA, otherwise you'll be gone in ashes. So, do the task one, stop creating any nuclear weapon. And we will provide you assistance, financial assistance. This is what the high level of deal that got signed. Why? But then, down the road, I've been only analyzing. Year went, 2014 went, 2015 went, 16, 17, 18, like that, right? So I came to know that everybody is in a scandal. That whole entire 17 year of Roman and Persian Empire itself is a wrong war. It was a scandal and nations got fooled out of that. So I identified Iran as the worst cunning nation, and the hell starting point is Iran. That means Queen Elizabeth born in Iran, and that is how she's never a Christian. I proved it. And when I proved it, the President Obama they signed a Iran deal, and it's always in the almost like transition to the new government, and President Trump took it. And you all know what President Trump said up front. And you all might be wondering, whatever he was saying, it's only because of my wisdom education I was providing. He said up front, stop the Iran deal. And people got freaked out. People just freaked out. Right? Even though it was harsh, or even though it was a truth in his talk, people just got freaked out. So it became like a more of an ego mode. Got it? Ego clash. Right? Because President Obama signed that nuclear deal. They provided whatever best stability of the deal only they can provide, they provided. They know Iran is a crap. They know Islam nations are crap. But they have to handle the foolish nations in a healthy way. When foolish are there, only a true civil doctor will know how to handle a foolish. So, but then it became beyond that ego mode. It became like if they signed a deal, then that becomes a wrong, that becomes a shameful act for you as a nation. Right? Everybody will ask. But here, President Trump, with whatever eye education, he just right away loudest proclaimed that Iran is just stop the deal with Iran. Got it? So I think he was mocked even. President Trump was mocked. But even at the cost of being mocked, he said, because I was only providing wisdom education, right? You all got it now. And even now, there is that lot of conflicts on that Iran deal, and Iran is still begging USA, continue with that nuclear deal, continue with the nuclear deal. Iran, I am the very first woman to say that death penalty out of all the Islam leaders, Iran leader will be first thrown on the volcano. His death penalty is being allocated by me on his spinal card. He cannot escape the death penalty. And I have all the proof, my dear fellow mankind. Got it? So you all got it. I'm proving all the accomplishment. That means the United States of America provided a nuclear deal to Iran. It's not an easy job. It's $1 trillion labor. Be it Barack Obama administration or be it President Trump administration. And even now, they're still working on that task. It's a complex task. When people have to deal with these foolish nations, Islam nations, it's super complex task. But I said, don't worry, USA. Just say to all the Islam nations, Vethapriya rock is there. That's enough. They will just die out of heart attack. Means that is a clue for you to figure out who I am. Got it? When USA could not fix or handle any of the Islam nation, and they all know that Islam nation is a crap, but they have to deal with it, right? They have to deal with it and handle with it. For how long? They just want to get rid of these foolish Islam nations. To the extent they want to bomb all the Islam nations and get it to be gone. Because of the foolishness is so skyrocketing. They will not even understand. But then I stood up and I said, USA, just allow me to stand and just announce loudest to all the Islam leaders, Vethapriya is there. They will die out of heart attack. So that creates $1 trillion death penalty for free, isn't it? All years they have to do is, all the Islam leaders when they are dead, they have to just pick the dead bodies and just throw them on the volcano and be gone in ashes. That's all. Coolest. So that is the reason behind it why Islam leaders will die at the sound of my name. Why they will die out of heart attack when USA says that Vethapriya, the rock, is there. That's the reason behind it. And I decoded the truth. That is why I am telling in very confident way. That says it all, isn't it? Otherwise, why would I even bother to say that? Okay, so you keep working on that, and overview went 1 hour and 35 minutes, and in another 5-10 minutes I'll finish this reading the sign off. Okay? So you all got it. There should never be any colored skin and African only schools in United States of America. That is wrong. Why nobody slapped on the face of USA government? Why? How many men came in to this earth and went? How many generations lost? How many emotions lost? How many African children or how many colored children would have cried and talked and prayed to God? God, dear God, please, dear God, please send guardian angel. Please, God, it is too much of emotional torture for us, God. When they are going through elementary school or middle school or whatever, they have been discriminated as if castaway people. Right? One side Pope Francis is there, one side Queen Elizabeth is there, one side Justice Handbook is given by France leader is there. He gave Statue of Liberty is there. At least Statue of Liberty should have slapped on the face of USA government and provided it is wrong, right? Don't you all think this very second, next half a second, Statue of Liberty should be bombed and taken down in ashes? Wait, watch and see, it will be gone, my dear fellow mankind. Hillary Clinton, Barack Obama, and the Democrat administration. I have to explain, bring out these two people. Hillary Clinton was there and President Obama. They all know I provided a solution as of how I want the Ellis Island to be. My dream vision, the end vision. Do you all want to know? Okay, I've finished that as a part of the overview. I educated. Take down the Statue of Liberty in ashes, or ask the cunning France leader to come all the way, run from France, come to the USA Ellis Island and take the statue all the way by his hand. Nobody should help France leader. Let him do that as a labor for destroyed USA, and then have all the healthy statues built if you want. Build Hitler statue one side. Build Saddam Hussein statue one side. Because they are all innocent people. Right? Create that entire Ellis Island a family loving, united way of space where people can come in, live, enjoy that nature. Make it. Create it. Create healthy trading services there. You use a ship process for trading. Create more jobs out of that. I educated that. And the proof is Hillary Clinton knows that. That is why even the Democrat government, they wanted Hillary Clinton or some people to just jump in and start the government, Democrat government, right? But then again, you all know the scandal, and she never became the president. But I only educated, even she lost, she won. And I educated a true athlete, right? A sports person knows by losing can be a winner also. Because I'm athlete, meaning I'm a sports person. I love sports. I used to play volleyball, right? And you all know that. So you all know how that volleyball goes, right? Oh my gosh, I like that when I'm a good server, and then that smashing that ball on the ground mode. Oh, right? So, but you see, every sports has its own rules and regulations. It might look complex, but once when the people know the technique or learn the rules and regulations, then even the complex sports becomes easiest. Every sports has its own talent, right? But then a true athlete knows by losing it all can be a true winner after all. And though emotional disturbances would have created for Hillary Clinton, because lot of stones of shame only thrown on her face, right? But she was able to handle it somehow or the other, and she's still living. It's God's name to be glorified, isn't it? So she never became president, is also God's name to be glorified. Got it? And when I'm slapping on the face, I'm slapping on Michelle Obama, a lawyer, slapping on the face Hillary Clinton, a lawyer, and slapping on the face of Vice President Kamala Harris, also a lawyer. So same justice for everybody. Same love. One law for everybody. No matter what. And they cannot escape the justice process. It's as simple as that. So President Joe Biden is not at fault when compared to Hillary Clinton. Got it? On the gender level. That means Vice President Kamala Harris, right? When Vice President Kamala Harris and President Joe Biden, he is more at fault than Kamala Harris being at fault more. So why that humanity got destroyed? Why nobody stood up and educated there should never be colored skin only schools? When it is very, very difficult for adults to handle this kind of discrimination on the brain processing mode, why nobody thought? It's a humane thought, right? Nobody thought that how innocent children brains will have to handle it and deal with it. It is wrong, my dear fellow mankind. And yes, I must get the Vatican leader job, and Pope Francis will resign now, and Pope Francis will be thrown in volcano. Watch and see, the crime is skyrocketing. President Joe Biden will say, oh my gosh, it's better for me to just resign. That's what he's going to say. Abruptly he's going to say. USA nation will be in shock. What's happened? Because the crime is skyrocketing. Nobody can do anything about it. It's touching the sky. And as displayed in the Revelation 18th chapter, it's only happening. Whatever predicted in the Holy Bible, it's happening right now. Did education fail humanity, or did humanity fail education? Tell me. Tell me. So I have to display all this crime. Don't you all think so? Each and every single crime, at least 100 counts of fatal negligence means one crime 100 counts of fatal negligence, crime 200 counts of fatal negligence, crime 300 counts. Imagine the fatal negligence alone is increasing. What about the breach of duty? What of the intentional infliction of pain on the brain nerves? So 100, can you all imagine the exponential increase? Yes, my dear fellow mankind. the true love always stands out in the crowd. Always. Cleanest love. And whatever I'm providing for this, I opened the YouTube channel and I dedicate it for the love, to the love, by the love only. And I also said what? When there are 7.9 plus billions of humans who are audience, national governments, 193 nations of the governments are the audience, total male population of the audience, total female population of the audience. For me, I wish there will be 2 people who are in that audience. One is an adult and one is a minor. So, yes, I sure will get the civil justice in front of all nations only. Right? Because my scars created on my face is too much. Scar 1, scar 2, scar 3, scar 4, isn't it? It's all shame enforced on my face when I'm innocent. And I just do not like people stealing that rightful belongs to me. Got it? I don't know about my peers. I just do not like people stealing that rightful belongs to me, no matter what. I'll be super mad, I'll be super frustrated. I do not like backstabbers. My brain will go in a shock mode. I don't know about my peers. For my peers, they can take it easy mode, they can handle backstabbers. My brain goes into the shock mode. So can you all pay the damages for that? No, right? So what is the best the humans could have done to me? They should have backed off. If they do not like me, they should have said they do not like me upfront on my face. I could have handled that. Rather than backstabbing me, they should have said upfront, hey, we do not like you. We are jealous of your talent. We hate you. Say it upfront in my face. And get lost, or means be gone after saying that. Right? But why on the earth you all have to provide illusion, wearing a mask, and then backstabbing me and laughing in front of me? I do not like that crap. It's a garbage crap of process providers. And I know how to provide civil justice for those people as well. I will stand right now in front of all the backstabbers and say, okay, do you all love to backstab me? Go ahead, backstab me. I am the strongest. See, I am living. If backstabbing me creates a pleasure and happiness for you, I am the strongest. Yeah, I am the strongest. People, this is what I will say. Okay, do you all want to create scars on my face? Okay, now create. See, I keep my face in front of you. Create the scars on my face. If that's what creating a happiness for you, I am the strongest. Go ahead, create scars on me. I know how to handle it. I'm a true civil doctor, Ryan. I know how to handle a foolish people. That is why USA should sign the job offer to me. I know how to discipline foolish people. An excellent disciplinarian. When I shower love, it will be fullest. It will be cleanest, blindest faith, blindest trust, blindest. I don't even want to know about the people. That's how my brain functions, my dear fellow man. And I just do not like when people take my innocent, clean love for granted. But sadly, the patterns of abuse, whoever created scars on my face, they took my innocent, clean heart only as a tool for me to create this scar. They just took me for granted. They just took me for granted. Nobody likes when they are taken granted, right? Nobody. Go ask President Trump, will he like if he's been taken for granted by his peers? He will say no. Go ask President Obama or go ask Hillary Clinton. Go ask anybody. Go ask Michelle Obama. Will they like to be taken for granted? No. Will they like when their self-esteem is removed? No. Will they like when they are backstabbed abruptly? No. Then why on the earth people never understood? I cannot even handle it. Why they cannot? They never knew that it is wrong at the first place. So I stand up. I stand as the tallest rock. I get civil justice my way. When people are mocking me, I should get the civil justice. When I am only obese, I should get the civil justice. When I'm only black skin and average Jane, I should get the civil justice. The least I can do to display to be in front of all the nations, I can color my gray hair. That I can do. My hair is also falling now. I don't care about that. Meaning, don't care means you're all seeing how the stress can destroy a civilian in pieces. Tear a civilian in pieces. How a stress can destroy a civilian's talent in pieces. Whoever created backstabbing, whoever created scars on my face, if only they had a second thought or an infinite thought, they would never bother to create damages to me, isn't it? Right? Don't you all think so? And I will get civil justice my way only. It's okay if people are mocking me or accusing me or name calling me or body shaming me or, calling me dog, whatever, spitting me on my face. I'll say I do not have any shame. Pay the price. Pay tax-free $1 billion. Pay tax-free $100 billion for each crime I'm displaying. Pay the amount first. When nation is producing a foolish patient, it is a nation who should pay tax to me. It is nation who should pay medical compensation to me. Right? Now tell me, where will Pope Francis have his face when USA government is going to directly ask, why Pope Francis, you never, being a god of USA, you never educated USA government to ban the colored skin only schools in USA? It'll be super fun, isn't it? He should say he knows what is skin. Laugh out loudest. Right? Pope Francis should say, what is human skin? Or he should say, he don't know what is human skin. Pope Francis should say, what is white color human skin? Or Pope Francis should say, never heard of what is white color human skin. It will be super fun. Super fun. I just chopped his head in front of all the nations on February 19th, 2021. When nations are all in super crisis, with all this ongoing COVID-19 crisis, panic mode, worldwide. Who asked USA to create damages to me at the first place? Yes, my dear fellow mankind, Pope Francis will be gone in ashes. Watch and see. Who is he? Who is he to create poverty to me? I never asked for Pope. So when I never asked for Pope, when USA created a Pope, who is at fault? USA is at fault. When I never asked for absolute monarchs, USA is allowing the absolute monarchs, sex offenders, deadliest wild and endangered species to live free. Who is at fault? USA is at fault. USA must be handcuffed and fallen down on knees for the crime it did, and in front of nations must sign off job offers, must provide all the healthy help to me immediately. I am in finance crisis. Okay, I will read this civil justice, okay? So, It is the deadliest crime enough for a nation to be sealed and shut down, for disqualified to be a nation, because when a nation enforces poverty for mankind, it is crime. And enforces finance disability, it is a crime. And enforcing finance debt, it is a crime. Antichrist, Lucifer, Satan, Pope Francis, Jesuits, Vatican, Pope Francis created finance law, held poverty mandate, so civil justice for at fault found guilty in USA nation is Part A, USA prostitution criminal, colored skin only, Africans only school law. Must sign off tax-free $1 billion, direct deposit to my bank account for fatal negligence and created robocall poverty mandate. So Part B, USA prostitution, civil, colored skin only, Africans only schools law, must sign off tax-free $1 billion, direct deposit to my bank account for fatal negligence and created robocall poverty mandate. And prostitution USA nation took away $4,500 in October 2018, and with fatal negligence at fault found guilty USA nation enforced crime one count is what? USA nation poverty mandated to I Vethapriya PROSE. Crime 2 count is USA nation finance disability took away $4,500 on October 2018 and mandated disability to I Vethapriya PROSE. And crime 3 count is USA nation finance debt $10,210.38 mandated to I Vethapriya PROSE. So the three counts of crime of USA comes under the domestic violence types: breach of duty, intentional infliction of emotional distress, causation and injury, battery and types, assault and types, false imprisonment and types, and trespass to land, chattels and types. And at fault found guilty, Supreme Judge Brett Kavanaugh told the rightful job belonged to I Vethapriya PROSE. For I Vethapriya PROSE should have been elected as Supreme Judge of USA on October 2019. And just to steal the rightful job belonging to I Vethapriya PROSE alone, Republica GOP leader Mitch McConnell, President Trump, and Brett Kavanaugh created robocall poverty mandate to I Vethapriya PROSE on October 2018. And I Vethapriya PROSE, civil justice according to the Holy Bible guidelines only. Roman province Vatican Jesuits leader Antichrist Pope Francis must resign now. Pope Francis created criminal law, hell is a hell law. And for fatal negligence of criminal law and civil law in all 50 states of USA is 100 counts of fatal negligence for total count of 100 counts of fatal negligence of criminal law and civil law agency of USA. So, Jesuits Roman province of USA should pay tax-free $100 billion and direct deposit to my bank account in next 1 second, and I Vethapriya PROSE to become the Vatican leader now is civil justice served. And yes, my dear fellow mankind, this session went a little bit long, as in 1 hour and 57 minutes. It's because you all know, right? I have to provide the overview, means I have to provide the education. And emotional part is also there. I became emotional breakdown, right? And with God-given strength, I still continue, right? Because it's too much of emotional torture that USA created to me, and I need civil justice. 360 degrees without hell, a civilian getting tortured, means there is a lot of torture that USA provided to me. I want civil justice right now. Stand upside down. Kneel down in front of all nations. Kneel down in front of 7.9 plus billions of humans. A sign of job offer to me. Whatever that rightful belongs to me, whoever stole it to me, give it back to me. Give it back to me. I should have been the Supreme Judge on October 2018. October 2018 went. October 2019 went. October 2020 also went. Amy Barrett is never a judge. She's another garbage. More evil only she can provide. And whoever evil creators only got the job. They don't know what is a Supreme Judge job after all. I wish I get the rightful justice in front of all humans, immediately without any delay. It is Pope Francis who created all hell for me. It is Pope Francis who created unemployment for me. It is Pope Francis who created career destruction for me. It is Pope Francis who created all kinds of shame, scars on my face. Injustice after injustice. And yes, my dear fellow mankind, I just want Pope Francis to resign now. And I must be the Vatican leader. And when all the humans are mocking me, I should get that Vatican leader job signed off. Got it? Thank you all for your time. Take care. Bye for now.